As the LA Clippers try to make their first Western Conference Finals appearance, Mike Conley returns a bit of good news for the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell playing as well, but Paul George and company on the precipice of franchise history off a Paul George miss. Terrence Mann gets the putback jam, and remember that name. Clippers up 12-10. Donovan Mitchell drives. It's the Euro step and finishes with a tough layup. Then it's Mitchell. Three-pointer plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. That's a 4-point play. He was 3 of 4 from range in the quarter. To the second quarter now. It's Rajon Rondo finding Paul George for the three-pointer. George, big game. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. He has delivered in these playoffs. Jordan Clarkson scores 17 straight points for the Jazz. Here he is hitting a three-pointer. Then Clarkson drives, hits the floater in the lane. Later, Clarkson drilling a three-pointer. He had 21 points in the second quarter. At the half, Utah on the road up by 22 points, 72-50 in the third quarter. It's Donovan Mitchell hitting the deep three-pointer over 2 defenders. And yeah, watch that. Just range and rise. He's got both, and he knocks it down. Then Mike Conley hits a three-pointer, and boy, the Clippers in deep trouble here. It's 81-64. Can they come back? Terrence Mann's got an answer. He leads the Clippers on a 17-0 run. Mann drives in for the layup. Then Reggie Jackson finds Mann in the corner for the three-pointer. Knocks it down. Then Reggie Jackson drives and dishes to Mann for another corner three-pointer. Just find that man in that spot. It's going to work well. Mann, 20 in the third quarter alone, and Utah's lead down to 7. Off of Paul George miss. Patrick Beverley finds Reggie Jackson for the corner three-pointer, and look at this. It's a 2-point game. Reggie Jackson a double-double, 27 points, 10 assists. In the fourth quarter, Pat Beverley finds Paul George for the corner three. Everything falling now for the Clippers. They're in front by 3. Off of Paul George miss. Reggie Jackson finds Terrence Mann for the layup. And yeah, when it's not falling, it's still falling. Terrence Mann now working on his corner three-pointer game. It's worked so well, why not some more? Mann finished with 39 points. He was 7 of 10 from range. Clippers up by 10. But the Jazz still hanging in this thing. Donovan Mitchell, three-pointer. He had 39 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds in the game. The Clippers lead down to 6. Reggie Jackson, though, responds with a tough layup up and over the Defensive Player of the Year. Then Reggie Jackson finds Pat Beverley in the corner for a 3. Pat Beverley knocking down threes. The Clippers unstoppable down the stretch in this one. They go on to win it by a dozen, 131-119. The LA Clippers, for the first time ever, are headed to the Western Conference Finals.